This grammar point video will address comma splices and run-on sentences, which are also called fused sentences. What is a comma splice and what is a run-on? Both sentence errors are also called fused sentences. The definition of a comma splice and a run-on sentence is two independent clauses, which are also called main clauses or complete sentences, are connected with only a comma or no punctuation. For an example, the first sentence, Matthew is driving to North Carolina, comma, he is taking a seminar about mountain flying, is a comma splice because two complete sentences are only connected with a comma. The second sentence, Matthew is driving to North Carolina. He is taking a seminar about mountain flying, is a run-on sentence because two complete sentences are connected with no punctuation. Students must be able to identify the difference between correct and incorrect sentence structure. Locating the subject plus verb plus object pattern is the easiest method to recognize good sentence structure. There are 5 methods to correct fused sentences, comma splices, and run-ons. Method 1 is to add a period and a capital letter between the two independent clauses or complete sentences. For an example, Matthew is driving to North Carolina, period. Capital H, he is taking a seminar about mountain flying. Method 2 is to add a comma and a coordinating conjunction known as fanboys between the two independent clauses. For an example, Matthew is driving to North Carolina, comma, plus the coordinating conjunction and he is taking a seminar about mountain flying. At times, you can use a different coordinating conjunction to slightly change the relationship between the two sentences. For an example, Matthew is taking a seminar about mountain flying, comma, plus the coordinating conjunction, so he is driving to North Carolina. More common coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Remember to always place a comma before the coordinating conjunction when connecting two independent sentences. Method 3 is to add a subordinating conjunction to one sentence, creating a dependent clause. For an example, the first sentence has the dependent clause at the end of the sentence. Matthew is driving to North Carolina because he is taking a seminar about mountain flying. There is no comma when the dependent clause is at the end of the sentence. However, if you begin a sentence with a dependent clause, then you must add a comma between the dependent and independent clauses. For an example, the second sentence has the dependent clause at the beginning. If you begin a sentence with a dependent clause, then you must add a comma between the dependent and independent clauses. More common subordinating conjunctions are after, although, before, even though, if, once, since, than, though, unless, until, when, whenever, where, whether, and while. There are many other subordinating conjunctions. Only need to review the list in your textbook or on the internet. Method 4 is to add a semicolon between two independent clauses. However, when using a semicolon to connect two independent clauses, the sentences must be closely related. In other words, the sentences should be discussing the same topic or idea. For example, the sentence, Matthew is driving to North Carolina, semicolon. He is taking a seminar about mountain flying, has two independent clauses, or two complete sentences, connected with a semicolon, and they are closely related. Method 5 is to add a semicolon, a conjunctive adverb, and a comma between the two independent clauses. Conjunctive adverbs are used to describe how one main clause is related to the second main clause. For an example, in these sentences, the conjunctive adverbs as a result, nevertheless, and however, describe the relationship between the complete sentences. Also, students should note the punctuation. A semicolon is used before and a comma after the conjunctive adverb. Here is a list of the most common conjunctive adverbs. You only need to review the list in your textbook or on the internet for additional words. Hopefully understanding the use of conjunctive adverbs, subordinating conjunctions, semicolons, and coordinating conjunctions will improve your sentence structure and writing.